Hello everyone, it's been some time, but I'm back on here, for this returning video. If you hear any background noise, I apologize, because I can't control if you hear my family talking, so just ignore them. Okay. Anyway, hi. Again, it's been some time. Yeah, I've returned everywhere. I've been back to cosplaying for quite some time now. I think like 2 weeks now. On all my other platforms. It's just here. I haven't posted anything in almost 2 months. But I'm gonna give an explanation as to why. If you don't know already, I had actually gotten really sick during February, like early February to early March. So for a whole month, I was really sick. If I was sick, I could not cosplay or make any content. And yeah, shit kind of hit the fan. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I did make a very brief video on Instagram explaining kind of what happened, but again, it was very brief. And it was still, people were still asking questions about what happened, and I could just say, oh, I'm back, I was just sick, but most people don't get sick for 3 weeks, and lose a lot of weight like I did. So I'm gonna give you guys kind of an explanation as to what happened, still keeping the personal details. Like, I won't go too much into detail, but just explaining everything better, because I feel like, you guys do deserve an explanation, and I feel like even though I've come to terms with what happened, I still feel like even as like a coping mechanism, just re-explaining everything maybe will help a bit. I don't even know where to start. So let's just start on when I first got sick. What was going on in my life, right? So, this was the beginning of February, so I had just gotten off from exams. Semester 1, grade 12 exams. Just had finished those. The stress of those were cleared up because they were gone. And now I had to worry about portfolios for university. I had a portfolio interview for an art program that I really wanted to get to, right, pretty much like a week after exams. So I had to get all my artwork together, and I was stressing out about the interview and stuff. And so I was stressed out, to say the least, from that. My interview went really well. The teacher said she really liked my stuff, but I still had the stress of, okay, did I get in? And even though I did get in, I did get early acceptance, which I'm still really happy about, I didn't know. So I was still stressed. So just to give you like an idea, I was really stressed, right? Even for some reason, can't tell you why, the school system messed my timetable up. I wasn't in grade 12 art either, which I am now. I was able to get in, but I was still really stressing out about not being into grade 12 art, even though I want to go into art in university. I was getting really bad stomach pains and stomach cramps and stomach problems just in general, and I just thought it was all the stress of this. And when I got into, the art class that I should be in, I thought, okay, where's the stress? There's no more stress. And even then, I was still, getting a lot of stomach problems. So the next day, so I think it wasn't until the Thursday I had really bad stomach cramps, and then the Friday, I said to my mom in the morning, I'm like, Mom, I can't go to school. I do not feel well at all. So originally, for the first week, we thought it was some kind of stomach virus, because there was a really bad stomach virus going around at the time. So I thought I had a stomach virus or a stomach flu or something, because I, had the flu symptoms and stuff. So we go to the walk-in doctor's like, oh, nothing to worry about. I go to my actual doctor a few days later, and he was really concerned by the amount of weight that I had lost. I think within a week I had lost already quite a bit of weight, because my body couldn't retain any kind of nutrients or anything. And yeah, it was not fun. So he got a little bit worried. So he said, okay, so I kept going to the doctor for him to keep an eye on it, and again, my weight kept dropping, because I literally couldn't eat. I could, but it just wouldn't stay, or I wouldn't be able to retain it. And I just kept getting worse and worse, kinda, and it got to the point where my doctor was like, you know what, this is not good, you need to go see a specialist. So they booked an appointment for me to go see a specialist, a doctor that specializes in the digestive system and stuff. And he had brought up this condition that runs in my family, on my dad's side of the family condition. And he said, I think you have the symptoms, it's possible that you might have this if it's not a bacterial infection. And I got scared, because I've never had any medical conditions in my life, so I got really scared at the thought of that. Because I had already Googled the symptoms and saw that I had the symptoms, but I kept telling myself, no, it's just a flu, it's just a bacterial infection, whatever. So, a week later, I go to this gastrointestinal doctor, she was awesome, and again, it wasn't, I had a stool sample done, there was no bacterial infection. She's like, okay, I think it's this condition again. Because it runs in the family, it's hereditary, and I had all the symptoms. And yeah, I was really scared. So she had said that she wanted me to get admitted to a hospital, that she was going to have me admitted to a hospital, and one of her colleagues was going to do a procedure on me that was going to determine if I had this condition, to diagnose me. And I was in the waiting room with my parents, waiting for a nurse to come in and just talk about what was gonna happen, and I was crying because I was really scared. I had this like deep set fear of hospitals, so I had to face my fear because I had never been to hospital besides the time I was born. So I go in, nurses were amazing, doctors were amazing that I saw. I ended up, doing this procedure on the second day, and yes, I did have that condition, which was relieving because I already came to terms with it. I was just happy it wasn't, anything else is what we expected. And this condition, it's nothing crazy, it's very treatable, it's just, it was bad at the time, it needed to be treated. So I was on IV steroids from there for about a week. I was in the hospital for a week because they wanted to keep me there, so I was, so when I got back, I was okay. So that's essentially what happened, kind of like in a nutshell. I've been out, as of the time that I'm recording right now, I've been out of the hospital for 3 weeks today. So, you know what, at the end of the day, I am, I'm doing better. I'm back to my normal self now. I'm back to cosplaying regularly, drawing, doing my usual, but yeah, I've gained most of my weight back, and yeah, that's why, I don't look like a skeleton. That's why I look healthy. I don't look like a skeleton like I did before. Obviously, I didn't go into details, like, what exact condition I have, how much weight I lost, or how many times a day I was going to the bathroom, because you guys don't want to know that. But I do feel better that I was actually able to kind of explain that, briefly without being, too personal. Nice to get that off my chest. Okay, alright, now let's get on to the second part of the video, which is the main part of the video, which is a Q&A. I did one back in 2018, I think May or June of 2018, but it's still been a while from now. And though I do all kinds of Q&As on like Instagram and stuff, like on my story, I haven't done the YouTube one in a while. So I figured, what better, let's go into YouTube to get your questions. What better to come back to YouTube than to do a Q&A and explanation? I feel like that's the best way. And I haven't done any kind of out of cosplay content in quite a bit either, so I feel like it's a good personal way rather than me just throwing a tutorial at you guys. Because I do have a tutorial recorded right now, and I'm gonna record one tonight as well. But I'd rather, come back with something like this. So you guys submitted quite a bit of questions for me right now in the community tab. I'm not going to be replying to all questions because, one, I cannot reply to all these questions in one video, and two, because a lot of them are repeated questions, so I will only be answering one question once. Let's get on to the questions. So first question, how do your parents feel about you cosplaying as creepypastas and murderers in general? Okay. They don't mind, but they'd rather if I didn't cosplay murder. Sometimes my mom's like, can you cosplay characters that are a little less scary looking? But at first they were a little bit concerned. Now they're fine with it. Second question, how would you feel if Marble Hornets just like randomly started posting again? I love your videos so much. I don't have TikTok, so I can't find them. So I have to find them here. Thank you so much. And I would start freaking out if they started randomly posting, but because the THAC group broke up, they're not going to. Alright, let's see. So what's your opinion on the LGBTQ community? And two, what's your least favorite creepypasta? So I'm straight, I'm not a part of the community, but I can tell you right now, I'm a really, really big supporter. I have a lot of both real life and online friends that are in the community. For example, like one of my really close real life friends, he's trans. Like that's a thing. I think as long as, you're happy, that's all that matters. And who's your least favorite creepypasta? You see, young me would have said Nina the Killer, but I've embraced her cringiness and I don't hate her. I don't really think I hate any other creepypastas. I mean, I don't have, like, some of them I don't really like. I'm like, okay, they're cool, but I don't really have a least favorite. So I guess no one. Why did you originally start cosplaying? Why did I originally start? Why did I? Okay, I guess, it just seemed like a really cool and fun hobby, and, I was like, you know what, I want to try it. I see all these pictures of people doing it. It looks like a really fun thing. I was like, okay, I'll only make, like, 1 or 2 cosplays, and then, look what that led to. I say what a huge fan of your channel I am. Your cosplays are amazing and you inspire me so much. Thank you so much, it's so sweet. I'm happy I can inspire you. And so my question is, what got you into both creepypasta and cosplay in the first place? So, creepypasta was something that I've known about for years. I was probably around 10, 11, or 12 years old when the Slenderman games got really big, and Jeff the Killer was big around that time too. I don't remember exactly what. I know that I was like a tween when that was big. So I've always known what creepypasta was. Jeff the Killer and Slenderman scared the shit out of me. I knew who Tiki Toby was too because I had a friend who would mention him in grade 8, but it wasn't until Jordan Persicetti's original Tiki Toby video kept showing up in my YouTube recommended. So I finally watched the video because it kept showing up and I instantly fell in love with Toby. And from there I would watch his other videos about creepypasta, and I actually got into the fandom that way. And even I even followed a few creepypasta boards on Pinterest, and from there I got sucked in. In cosplay, like I said, it seemed like a really interesting hobby. I was really inspired by FNAF cosplayers, actually. How were you introduced to Marble Hornets and Fact TV? Just wondering. By the way, I really adore your channel and your cosplays are amazing. Thank you so much. So actually, from originally being on Pinterest a lot with creepypasta, I did get a lot of recommendations to look at Marble Hornets stuff. Like, a lot of Marble Hornets stuff started coming up on my feed, and I was like, what is this? I knew who Masky and Woody were, but I didn't know anything about them, really. And actually, I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I thought that when I saw pictures of Tim, I thought he was a Masky cosplayer. I was like, oh my god, he looks just like Masky, because he is Masky. Anyway, so I got really curious of what Marble Hornets was, so I ended up just Googling it, watching it, and now here we are. What instruments can you play? None. Absolutely none. I tried playing the clarinet in school, and the ukulele as well, and then we did recorder in school, but I'm not musically inclined at all. What is your favorite song by 3 Days Grace? Break, by far, still. And last one, if you could dye your hair, what color would it be? Well, I mean, I don't know if you could really see. Oh yeah, you can see. Yeah, you can see. I have purple highlights in my hair. They're faded now because quarantine, even though I do have, I think, half a bottle of dye left, but they're kind of fading now. But yeah, if I could, I would dye my whole hair purple. Even though I like the brown. When did you start cosplaying? Who is your favorite Sally Face character? Who is your favorite creepypasta? So when I first made my first cosplay was for Halloween of 2016, which was Purple Guy. But that wasn't my first cosplay yet because I wasn't planning on doing other characters yet. I didn't actually start cosplaying other characters until January of 2017. Who is my favorite Sally Face character? A tie between Larry and Sal. I love them both. I know Larry's my twin, I know, but I love Sal too. And who's my favorite creepypasta? My favorite creepypastas are Toby and tied with Jeff. I love them both. With the people just starting cosplay, what creepypasta character would be the easiest to start with? Anyone that's not too complex. I would not recommend starting off with Jason the Toy Maker or Candy Pop. I'm doing Candy Pop right now. And he's complex, but I would start off with one that's easy enough, I think. I'm trying to think, because they're all pretty simple. I mean, just start off with one that you really like. That's a big part of it. What makeup do you use for Jeff's scars, EJ's face, Clockwork's eye, etc. characters? I use liquid latex and cotton, and also I love your cosplays. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you so much. What is your favorite non-creepypasta cosplay? I have to say Chucky, because that cosplay freaking took me forever. I was working on those overalls for a whole freaking day. Yeah. I would say Larry's a close second, but Chucky's definitely my favorite. How old are you, and when did you start cosplaying? Love your vids. Thank you so much. I am 17. I'm Toby's canon age, even though I know I don't look 17. I look 12. And I started cosplaying in 2016, 2017. What is your favorite horror movie? The original Halloween. And how do you like cosplaying and knowing you entertain hundreds of people? Hundreds. That's... Holy crap. I just realized that now. Goddamn. It's fun. I enjoy it. Because it makes people happy. At the end of the day, my videos make people happy, so yeah. OCs, if so, can you tell us about them? Ooh, I stopped making OCs back in 8th grade because I made cringy Minecraft characters. OCs. Yeah, I had because I was a Skydive Minecraft fan, I made an OC for the King of the Squids. Oof. He was evil and he was so edgy and ugh. Yeah, I stopped making OCs. I'm not that creative. The only thing I do really now is just make my own versions of existing characters. But yeah, I don't have any OCs. And favorite Slenderverse character is Tim. I love to do another rewrite. If so, then of Homicidal Lou. Okay, I have a rewrite that I'm writing right now. I only have a page as of now. It's not Lou, but it's of Toby. I'm rewriting Toby, actually. I wanted to rewrite Lou, but I didn't really have as much inspiration, but Toby's gonna happen. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but he's in the works. So in the My Slenderverse Cosplays video, you cosplayed this guy with red suspenders and an axe, but I looked all over your TikTok and couldn't find him. What happened? So that guy is Patrick Anderson from the Slenderverse series, Emily Anderson. I don't know what happened to the videos. Maybe they should still be there. Maybe TikTok took some of them down because there was an axe in the video, and you know, TikTok's guidelines. But yeah, I only cosplayed him once. He's on my Instagram, but yeah. Are you feeling 100% better? Yes. And are you going to be doing more / updated versions of the Creepypasta / Marble Hornet series? Yes, I did take a break from it because, especially videos like that, like I said, those videos take a lot of time. I really need to be inspired, so I've been waiting kind of just for that inspiration spark again, but yes, I'm going to continue with the series at some point. Can you do a crossover between slasher icons and Creepypasta and have a roast battle? Oh my god, you don't understand how much I wish I could do that. Like the only slasher I've done is my good old boy Charles Lee right here, because that's the only one I could pull off. I want to cosplay Michael Myers really badly, but I don't think I could pull him off. I really wish that I knew people who cosplayed slashers so I could make this video happen, because like I just want to have a bunch of cosplayers who are dressed up as, you know, Michael Myers, Freddy, Jason, Chucky, Ghostface, Leatherface surrounding me as I'm cosplaying Jeff and making fun of me. That's all I want. I just want them to make fun of me as Jeff because I feel like they'd make fun of Jeff, but I don't have the capability for that, I guess. Have you watched Voltron? No, it's not really my thing, so I never really got into it, but I have a bunch of IRL friends who like it. Also, do you know about X-Virus? I've seen X-Virus. I have a friend who cosplays him, but I literally know nothing about him. Jordan Persichetti's gonna make a video for him, so I'll get my information that way. Do you use the same wigs for some cosplays, or does every cosplay have one wig? Here's my secret. A lot of my cosplays I use the same wig for. Like, for example, Toby, Tim, and Lou, all the same wig. But I do have some wigs that I only use for one character. Like, as of right now, my Chucky wig, Jeff wig, and Sally wig, and Jane wig are all for, like, one character. But yeah, it's just cheaper to use the same wig for different characters or repurpose them, because then you don't have to buy so many wigs. Any tips for beginner cosplays? Also love your cosplays. Thank you so much. So tips, start off cheap. Start off with a character that you really, 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 really love, but is easy enough for you to do. Don't be too hard on yourself. Your cosplay journey, you're going to improve on your cosplay journey, so just don't worry. And have fun. Yeah, have fun. Can you try and do a FNAF cosplay? I love that you like Creepypasta and FNAF, so do I. I left the FNAF fandom like 3 years ago. I'm so sorry. Oh god, yeah, I left the FNAF fandom a long time ago. I know it's in my TikTok username. I can't escape it. But yeah, I like FNAF still. I still like the first 4 games because it got me into horror, especially the first one. There's this very special place in my heart for the first game. It's just I left the fandom, so I don't cosplay them as frequently. And if you want to know, yes, I've cosplayed many FNAF characters in the past. And sometimes I do once in a while for nostalgic purposes. But yeah. I adore your videos. Thank you so much. And do you like anything else that is not horror and dark? Just wondering, not creepypasta or horror movie. Ooh, love you, Jeff cosplay. Yes, he is emo. Thank you so much. Hope you get better. Yes, I'm not really in many things that aren't creepypasta, that aren't horror related. I don't know, Stranger Things. Stranger Things kind of has horror to it, but that's really probably the only fandom that I'm in that's not horror related. Yeah. Did you know the cheesecake thing from Matt Tintasmasky was a fat joke? Also, love your cosplays. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. And yes, I do. I preach about that all the time. I preach about that and I say, don't talk about the cheesecake thing with Tim. Yeah, I've known that for a long time now, and yeah. My question is, how do you make yourself look so much like a boy, and what got you into Creepypasta? So I answered how it got me into Creepypasta. Really, it's contour. The main part of it is just contour. It takes practice, but it's, yeah, just contour. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Contour. Are you planning to do cosplay and art like a full-time job? If not, what field are you planning on going into? Oh god, I wish I could do cosplay as a full-time job. I'm actually planning on going into art programs for university. So like like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the main one art university I want to go to, I want to go for illustration, because that's, you know, my strong point. Originally, I actually I wasn't sure about going into art. I was like, maybe I'll go into graphic design, maybe I'll go into teaching, maybe I'll go into like maybe I'll become a therapist. And then my mom sat me down, she's like, if you're good at something, you will make money. So I'm planning on going into the art field. Maybe not, I won't be like, maybe like a freelance, I don't know what exactly I'm gonna do with it. But my dream job really for art would be to work for DC or Marvel and do comic book work, or to be like a children's storybook, or to work on children's storybooks. That's my dream. That's what I want to do. I don't know if it's gonna end up doing when I go. I don't know if that's what I'm gonna end up doing, because I know there's so many stuff that you can do in the art field, but I guess we shall see. What's your zodiac/birthday, if you don't mind me asking? My birthday is June 24th, and my zodiac is Cancer. Which actually, I'm not really big into the zodiacs or anything, but it's kind of funny because I actually am, like, I would consider myself to be pretty, like, with the characteristics. It's kind of funny. Because, like, yeah, that is how I am, for the most part. Where do I get my wigs? I'll just say normally. I get my wigs off of Amazon, and I only have 3 that are from Spirit Halloween, but yeah, I get them off of Amazon. Sorry, I have another question. Have you ever heard of Danganronpa? If not, look it up. I feel like you would like it. Here's the thing. I don't like anime. I tried to get into it when I was like in grade 8 and grade 9. I thought I liked it, but it's not really my thing. Like, I'm more into like live action type stuff. I don't know. Something about anime is just not my thing. I do know what Danganronpa is. It's kind of impossible to be a cosplayer and not know what it is. I do have that joking ship with my friend, the Jeff X Junko ship, just because I do this. But I don't know. I know what I like, and anime Danganronpa is really something that I don't think I would like. Sorry. Do you prefer creepypasta or horror movie slashers? Don't make me choose between them. They're both. Oh damn! I don't want to choose. Oh god. I love the horror movie slashers though. Oh. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna have to go with creepypastas. I regret saying that. You see, look, he's gonna come murder me in my sleep. Okay? You see this guy? Please, don't. I love you, okay? Hi. I love you, okay? Alright, so, I just finished recording now. I got through quite a bit of questions. I don't know if all of them are gonna end up being in the final video, but there were quite a bit, and I really hope that you guys were able to enjoy this Q&A. I guess if I didn't answer your question and you really want to know, or I missed yours by accident, please leave it down in the comments and I'll try to answer. But yeah, thank you for being so patient with this whole dilemma, you know, this whole break. But yeah, thank you for being so patient. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this Q&A. I'm really happy I was able to do it. It's fun. And I hope that you guys, you know, will stay and yeah, stay tuned for my next video. I'm hoping to have one soon. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye!